Morning everyone, up bright and early this morning. Very cold, 1 degree C, 1.5 degrees C, 33 Fahrenheit, a bit of the cold wind as well. But the sky's blue, great for solar, hopefully it'll warm up a bit later on. All the animals are fed. I'm off to pay their taxes. I've got my paperwork. I'm just going to finish my coffee and then I'm gone. I'll sort everything else out when I get back. I've got to make sure that I've got to get this paid today. I've got until the 5th, which is Sunday. So obviously Saturday, Sunday's not going to happen. So today's Friday, my last chance. After trying yesterday, I'm going to be there proper early to make sure there's no excuses. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Taxes paid. We've had an awful lot of comments. We've just been having to read through an awful lot of comments about this tax. There's a couple of things I'd like to sort of discuss a little bit. The tax is for the value of the project, the building works, the perceived value. Even though we're doing the work ourselves, they still put a cost on it and tax you accordingly. What's the worst thing about it is we've incurred a 20% late payment charge, which is nearly a grand, nearly €1,000. We should have paid it by July apparently, which was the 12-month expiry date from when we got the project. The problem is, no one ever told us there was tax to pay or how much there was, because if there was, we would have paid it 15-16 months ago, when it became due, allegedly. So that's a bit of a thing. We had to pay it so quickly because we were looking, if we didn't pay it by the 5th of December, which is Sunday, we would have incurred another surcharge for another late payment. It makes you wonder, did they just wait until the first surcharge was due and then, you know, send you a letter out? Yeah, with the surcharge immediately. You know, why weren't we, you know, notified that it was due? But anyway, there's nothing we can do about it. It's done. It's paid. Dust ourselves down, pick ourselves up, and carry on cracking on. The other thing as well, apparently the authorities are trying to encourage people to move out to rural areas and do things exactly like we're doing. I know at the moment, I believe at the moment, property purchase tax in Murcia is around 8%, and I think around 10% in the Alicante province. Murcia are now doing an incentive for people under 35 years of age, which I consider discriminatory. They only have to pay 3% property tax, because they're wanting people to come out. There's all these derelict, abandoned, falling down old buildings everywhere, and they want people to move out, you know, to spread the concentration of the population out. So yeah, if they do, they're offering incentives to people. We must have fallen through that loop or something, because that's exactly what we've done. We've taken on this old property. It's 150 years old. It's been empty for over 85. The buildings all around are falling down. Luckily, the previous owner of this did a minimum amount of maintenance to keep it standing upright. So you think they try and encourage and help us, you know, offer us some help rather than just beating us all the time. But anyway, that's enough of that. We're all done, we're paid, we've got a life to get on with. We can't sort of dwell on it for too long, can we? So what am I going to do today? I don't know, I might try and carry on with the solar panels. It's very, very windy out there, it's horrible. In fact, or I might do some more of my tiling up here, because I've just picked the rest of the towels up on the way back from the tax saga. So I'm going to have a bit of breakfast and decide what I'm going to do. One of the endless tasks of the day is chopping up firewood. We had a nice comment off Nigel. Nigel in Ireland. Hi Nigel, thanks for your comment. Nigel suggested using a damp meter to test the moisture content of the wood we're burning. Remember we had that problem with the flue blocking up. Well, I've done that. All these logs I've got here stacks are around 5–5.5% moisture content, which is not a lot at all. So I went round the back to where we've got our pile, or what's left of our pile, and most of it is around 10%. Some of it though, however, is 50%, and I guess that's where the problem lay in the first place. Especially the bigger ones we were cutting up, perhaps they were still wet in the middle and haven't seasoned properly. So that's one thing. But I've got today, I've got a load of kindling, I've got a load of the oak barrels, and a mixture of sticks and other offcuts and stuff. I'm slowly getting that room cleared out. Right, so onwards and upwards. I got my firewood sorted, hopefully for a couple of days now. I've ordered another charge controller for the solar panels. This one's an 80 amp, which it says will handle 3,000 watts, 3 kilowatts of solar panels. So yeah, again, the maths is bonkers. The 60 amp one would only handle 1,600 watts, and the 80 amp one, this one, a new one, which is actually a good brand, reputable make, will handle 3 kilowatts. I'm putting 1750 in, 1.75 kilowatts additional, so that should be more than adequate to service our needs and keep us going. The batteries are actually fully charged now, they're absorbing as we speak. It's been a fantastically clear day. Even chopping up the wood, not harmed them at all, it's run straight off the panels. So now I'm going to go and dig some holes for the rest of the panels to get that installation moving along a bit more. What I've done, if you can make that out, I've used a piece of string from this end up to that end to get me level. It's a little bit high at that end still, so I just need to dig a little bit out, so I'll get that done first. Actually, it's way too windy around there. Stand on the front of the house, it's relatively sheltered. So that string line is so I get my holes in exactly the right line, and for the height as well, because I'm going to leave that in now, and as I put each post in, I'm gonna use that to gauge the height of it so far. So now I need to do the same. That's for the front row of the panels. Now I need to do the same on the back. So wish me luck. As if by magic, the wind's just stopped. So I've got my string line in there for the front row of the panels. That's dead level with those. I've got my back one in. This one doesn't need to be level. I'm just gonna, it's just to mark my holes, but my first hole lies directly where my pipe comes through carrying my wires. You couldn't make it up, could you? So I've had to move this one a bit as well. That's just taken me half an hour. So what I'm going to do is just dig around it, and then I'll be able to just wiggle my pipe from side to side. Can you see that properly? Easily enough to get my post where I want it. So first of all, I'll get this one dug out. So with that one done, I just need to get another one in the front here. Don't know how easy that's going to be. It's like part of a wall. So, and then we can look at getting the first panel in, I think. first job anyway, just to get the holes dug. That's my first 4 holes dug. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 8 more to go. I've just got to decide. I was going to use scaffold poles to mount the panels on. I probably still will, but I need to have a think about it. I'm probably yeah, I might get the first one in first, then it becomes easier to gauge the next one. I'll have a ponder on that for a minute. So I'm back in the workshop. I've made the first leg. The beauty of having a 12-ton hydraulic press is over there. Basically I've just squashed that flat, the end of this tube, so I can put a hole through that now to fix my panel. I might have to just cut it off at an angle there to fit my panel rail though. And then the other end I've just squished it a little bit just so it won't pull out the concrete. It's just flared now, if you can see. So I think that's how I'm gonna make my legs. Don't take long. This stuff, rather than buying other stuff, it's all, I've got tons and lengths of scaffold tube off. It's big. It's like 2.5, 3 metre long lengths of it's fence post stuff. Don't know where it came from, but it was free. So we like free. I'm going to use this. In fact, I've just had an even more ingenious idea. If I cut the pipe at the angle that I want it, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I can soon find out because I have an angulometer somewhere, then that'll make it even easier, won't it? So I won't have to cut this after I've squished it. It's all trial and error, you know. So yeah, but that's fantastic. That's what I'm going to do. Of course, having said that, I don't need my angulometer. The optimum angle for all year round performance in this area is 57 degrees. That's from the horizontal. So that means if I make it 33 degrees from the vertical, 33 degrees is my angle. 90 minus 57. So that's the angle that I want. So that makes life a bit easier. I'm going to trim this one off at that angle and see what it looks like. I might have to squish it again. Right, that's the angle. Doesn't matter for this one because the hole's going to be sort of central, and I want my top, so the panel will should run perfectly for that. Yes, I like that. Do you know what? I might actually start again with it and then have the whole thing running like that. Then it'll definitely be right. So we've worked it out. Yep. I'll use this piece for something else in the future. Sharon will probably be hitting me with it. But yeah, so now we know how we're going to do it. That's absolutely brilliant. Happy days, we can crack on. Oh, right, that's me for another day. The days aren't long at the minute. Hello, Jessie. Jessie's missing Mummy. We're having to go there this morning. At least the taxi's paid, which is a massive relief. I'm having a celebratory beer. But yeah, I don't have much time in the day at the moment. Plus that digging through that rock hard land is back-breaking. You think you'd get used to it, but I never seem to do. So I'm on with the solar panel. I'm going to crack on with them. I'm going to leave the apartment for now because we think the lack of power is more important than getting the apartment done anymore at this moment, and it shouldn't take long. The new charger controller will be here on Friday. Hello, Jess, you're very demanding, you know. So yeah, I'm pleased I've got it all figured out. It should just tick along now. I'm probably going to get try and get the first panel in tomorrow, and then it's easier to work up, you know, using that as a level and a measure and that. I think it is anyway. Other people may disagree. So thank you so much for watching. Things are on the up now. Things are looking up. We're getting better. All the troubles hopefully are out of the way. We'll just keep bashing on. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you so much to all the subscribers. Thanks to the people that bought us a beer. Much appreciated. I'm enjoying one now, and I'll be back tomorrow.